Hello everybody, and welcome to our second visit of Luna Night. We're starting to get a bit more into the castle, and we finally came across our next boss fight after another hour of gameplay. This time, we're fighting against, from what I can understand, some sort of petty thief that, the maid knows from her past. So yeah, kind of the 12-year-old's idea of what a thief actually is, and now we're gonna have to fight her in dire combat in order to continue figuring out what's going on, because really we continue to have very little idea. And similarly, I still have no idea what the hell I'm doing with these fights. As you can see from the beginning, I did have to fight this lady a couple of times because, like I said, still not using time stop, still not using all the game's mechanics, which probably would have been helpful considering I just got the chainsaw ability. Used it right there. Right on the money. And as you can see, her rainbow sphere attack is insanely dangerous. Her red mist attack, I believe, blocks time stop, which, you know, it probably should have been a huge freaking clue that time stop should have been a part of this fight, but again, I'm too dense to freaking figure that out. Mostly because the boss fight with Marisa, you don't really need time stop. It's not required, as it will be in later fights. I mean, this... Oh. Huh, I did finally figure it out. I thought I would have been too stupid to really get that going. Come on. She's actually going into her next phase now. I'm kind of surprised I figured that out so quickly, considering that that wall of energy looks like a wall of energy, and I kind of doubt that just because you can stop it means that you could just run straight through it. Must be a weird animation or something, but it seems kind of odd considering it's a required part of the fight. It's her big end game, like end phase attack, so seems just a bit weird. So, like I was talking with last time, a lot of the bosses do have repetitive attack patterns. As you can see, Marisa here is starting to show that a bit more because she does a lot of attacks in a very strict order. So it's easy to kind of figure her out, even though her attacks are still dangerous and hit pretty frickin' hard, even though I'm getting all these graze bonuses. Even though I'm still doing, at this point, rather well, my health is around 50 to 75%, so I'm still not doing all that well. But at least this is well enough to cap off the boss fight. Again, not too hard, still introductory phase and all that jazz. I mean, the fact that I could get through this without spamming time stop at every other attack shows that it's still not getting to the hard stuff yet. We're still introductory, we're still getting through the first couple of bosses. And as you can see, time stop in this boss fight, oh boy, it definitely does not last long, but thankfully it usually never has to, because you can switch it on and off on a dime, and you only really need it to be there for a few seconds once you get around the attacks and whatnot. And as I can see from the my screen, because Sony Vegas actually got along way better with this than it did with Recoded, so I can record right on the software, which is really nice. We leave with a level up and a bit better of an idea of what we're actually supposed to be doing here. Yeah, it seems like the mistress, whose name is actually Remilia, is a bit of a trickster in of herself. And so it seems like she tricked both of the girls on this one. But they couldn't see through that, so they had to have a battle to the death. Which is what you usually do in your animes. Well, at least she takes her maid responsibility seriously. I can see that why Remilia definitely keeps her on the payroll. Yeah, it definitely bugs me too, lady.